Hi, this is Broadway. This is a story of a young man who calls himself Broadway, trying to change his life. I just turned 29, and I've been stuck in a kind of life that I really don't like for quite a while. For the past 3 years, I never really sat down and thought about what kind of life that I want to live, what things that I want to do in the future. Or maybe I just think too much because I keep wanting to start this and start that, but eventually I just never start to do anything, and I simply just sit there and scrolling on my phone till late night, which really sucks. You know that feeling, right? You know that kind of feeling. I want to do something to change that, so that's why I decided to make this video to share some thoughts, or just to encourage myself doing something different. Actually, not decided that I have to make this video. I just have to do this because I have to take the first step, and I really need to push myself a little bit.
Well, look at his determined eyes, as if he really believes he can start doing something. But after recording this footage, he just went home and did nothing again. At least the next day, instead of staying at home doing nothing, he chose to hike up the lowest mountain in the town, with only some snack bars and a bottle of water.
Hi, this is actually the next day. I didn't expect the weather to be this good today, because the weather report said that today is gonna be cloudy, but as you can see, the sky is super blue, and I guess there's no excuse for me not going out to enjoy the nature, but staying in my room, in my dark room, playing video games and jerking off. Alright, I'm already started to be worried that I cannot reach to the top today.
Dude, this is not even a quarter of the way. This is embarrassing. But at least you tried. I'm proud of you.
I gave up, guys. I gave up. It was just too cold. I didn't have enough clothes, and you should not go to the mountains, especially in winter, not preparing well. It's gonna be dangerous, it's gonna be even colder on the top, at the top, or on the top, in the top, sul top, sulla cima, non so come si dice invece. Anyway, jeez, the wind is blowing strongly today.
As he went down, he realized that only having courage was not enough. Thorough preparation is always necessary for the journey. Interestingly, however, if he hadn't gone up there that day, he wouldn't have understood this. What a profound insight. Broadway has leveled up.
Jeez. Hi, this is Broadway. This is actually in the next week, and the temperature and the weather is more or less the same as last week, and I'm wearing the exact same clothes as last week. But I have a shirt in my backpack, which could be useful in some cases. But today it just feels warmer. I don't know why. Maybe because of the wind, maybe because last week there was wind and today there's no wind. And I feel confident that we can absolutely reach to the top today. So wish me luck. Already halfway. I feel hungry, so I have to take a rest here. on this beautiful platform and eat a sandwich. I don't know if you can hear that. There's singing. You can hear the singing even on such high place, which is weird.
After lunch, he was filled with energy and determination. Although the muddy path gradually became steeper and more slippery, he knew he would not give up. He must reach the top.
Alright, just few steps. The mountaintop is over there. And it's so tiring. I mean, my body is definitely not ready for all this. I haven't done any exercise or sports during the winter, so kind of difficult for me to get to this point.
A few steps was actually another half hour of exhausting ascending. And finally, the cross came into view.
We succeed. Yo.
The view from the top was breathtaking. For a while, nothing else really mattered. He was simply immersed in the moment, wrapped in the golden sunset. These beautiful scenes planted a small seed in his mind. Everything he can see right now, the mountains, the rivers, they're all real places. It's not like some texture in a game or something. You can literally go there if you want. Filled with joy, he began to hike down. Darkness fell quickly, and soon the trail disappeared from view. That's another story. The more important question is, did he start to figure out what kind of life he actually wants? Well, perhaps not so quickly. But anyway,
Anyway, yeah, it was a good adventure. It was really interesting. Never been so late in the mountains. And I guess I'll see you next time if there is next time. Bye bye. Peace. Ciao. Well, there is a very strange reflection of light which I have no idea what the fuck it is. Maybe it's a tall building in Milan? No idea.